Hi folks, it's Evo here from Thundermist Lure Company, and welcome to today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. We got the boatless angler with us today. We're looking for bass and or sheephead, whatever's out here, and we're going to use the Flexi Jig. And if you've never seen it, the jig flexes down on the hook set, changes the angle. And I'm running the new Grubinator. It's basically a twister tail and kind of a tube jig combo, but it has a solid body, so you could easily put it on a jig, and it's that stretchy material, so it's going to last fish after fish after fish. And Antonio's using the Critterpede, which is a little different. It looks like a double tube jig, but with a solid body. It has like tentacles on the bottom and tentacles on the top, and a solid body, so you could rig it on a regular jig head. And basically, with Antonio's, with the Critterpede, with this guy, you just kind of work it on the bottom, jig it on the bottom. But with the Grubinator, because it has that twister tail, you could work it as a lure. You can cast and retrieve it as a lure, or you can just work it as a jig off the bottom. So a little more versatile, more options for you. Crawl it, jig it, or crank it. Either way though, it's more of a subtle approach when it comes to looking for bass. Okay, so, and it's pretty weedy down there. If you feel yourself picking up weeds, you have to take those weeds off. Get them off your line, clean your lure, make sure your lure is crystal clear, and get back out there again. So that's going to be the technique. I'll probably do a combination of jigging off the bottom, or if I find a lot of weeds, I can slowly retrieve it and use it as a lure. So whether you're fishing from shore or fishing from a boat, you've got some options. Okay, so we've got ourselves a fantastic, beautiful summer day. Slight little breeze, just enough to keep us slightly cool, which is perfect. All we need now are for the fish to bite. Stay tuned, folks. Okay, he just picked it up. I don't know if it's a bass or a sheephead. Looks like we got a freshwater drum. Mr. Sheepshead coming up, folks. Yes, he nailed it. Gave me a nice bite. Oh my. Actually, it's a decent sized sheephead too. See if we can get him in and get him landed. Come on, Mr. Sheephead. Yeah, they're strong, these things, I'll tell you. You get them out in the deeper water too, and boy, do they ever fight. Antonio, you got the net up there. I think I tuckered him out. You wanna?
Yeah, I can add him for you.
Okay. There we go. Okay. That's a good sheephead. Oh, I'll tell you, that's a good sheephead. Nice hook set with that Flexi Jig. Hey, look at the size of that sheephead. That's decent. That's a decent drum. Get my thumb in there, see if I can lip lock them, folks. There we go. Okay, let's get him right back in again. In you go, Mr. Sheephead. Nice little release. Okay, get this reset again. And we're all set. We're back in action, folks. We're back in action. Okay, well that was nice. I was just kind of working it slowly on the bottom as opposed to cranking it in. And he just picked it up. Just picked it up and just started going with it. So, all right, let's see. That was fun. See if we get another one. But I'd sure love to get a bass. Okay, I think I got myself. Oh, I definitely do. Got myself another sheepshead. Again, he just picked it up. I was working it on the bottom just kind of as a jig because there wasn't as many weeds there, so I was able to work it, and he just picked it up. Just picked it right up, and I set the hook on him. Another sheephead. I don't know where the bass are today, but the sheephead are here. And I tell you what, they're just as fun, I'll tell you. They don't jump, but they dog it. They really dog it. They give you a decent little tussle. Gave me a nice bite too. So I've got the black Flexi Jig and the green watermelon color Grubinator, and these Grubinators are new, by the way. So are the Critterpedes. So the green is on. Antonio, you got the brown critter on. You might have to change the color. Okay? Oh, he wanted that badly. Gee. Oh, good hook set right up the snout. That's going to be I need a needle nose for that. Finally got it out. Oh my goodness, that was a phenomenal hook set. You wanted that bait badly. Okay, Mr. Sheephead, down you go. I don't think I brought a rag. Brought a cloth with me. I should have. Okay, so we know that they're definitely on the green and they're on the grub. They want the Grubinator. So that Grubinator with that tail is just a little more aggressive, let's say, than the Critterpede. The Critterpede is more subtle, and you work it like you would any tube jig. And I'm using I've got a 7-foot one-piece medium power rod, which I really like for jigging. Oh, I'm gonna check my drag. And of course I am running braided line and a fluorocarbon leader. So that's the combo. I got lots of sensitivity, and as soon as you feel a pickup when you're jigging, unlike when you're casting lures where you kind of hesitate for a second, especially with top water, but when you're casting jigs, I picked up some weed. As soon as you feel that hit, the instant you feel it, you set the hook right away. Okay, readjust my lure. So there's a bit of weeds here, so I think in this particular spot, what I'm going to do is do a cast and a slow retrieve and let that work that curly tail like a lure, and then I'm going to just get us out with the electric and get us out in a little bit deeper water and out of the weeds. Critterpede has struck.
I think it's a sheephead.
You got the brown pumpkin on, right?
Yes.
Another sheephead?
It's a sheephead.
Nice. They're on the fight today, aren't they?
They are.
You didn't take the net?
Swung them in.
They're a little heavier than a bass. Give you a good bite?
Yeah, a really good bite.
You're just working it just slowly on the bottom?
Bouncing it up and down.
Oh, you're bouncing it as opposed to dragging it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Popping it.
Nice. Okay. Well, like you say, the sheephead bite is on. That's a good thing. It'd be nice if the bass are around. Well, we're going to find out, because if they're around, we're going to get them to bite. But if not, we're going to continue to have a lot of fun with these sheephead, I'll tell you that. That Critterpede has come alive, Antonio.
It has. Sheephead Slayer.
The sheephead are on the bite today, big time. Hey?
They definitely are.
And Lake Erie is really, it's thriving with the sheephead.
Man.
They're strong, eh?
Are they ever?
You got the brown pumpkin on, you said, right?
Yes. Yeah. Critterpede.
Critterpede. Oh, that's a bigger one. No?
It's big. Yeah. I can't lift him.
No, don't lift him in. Here's the net. Here's the net. No?
Grab the lure.
Wow. Oh my, that's a bigger sheephead.
Came off.
Hey?
It just came off.
Oh,
beautiful.
That's nice. That's a bonus.
It's a good fish.
I'd say. Nice sheephead.
Pretty good.
The Critterpede has come alive. Oh my, so it looks like both colors. I brought all colors with us, of course. I always bring all colors because you never know which color is going to perform. And sometimes one is on a little bit more than another. But that was a nice sheephead. So it looks like the sheephead bite is definitely on. We're going to keep working these jigs. Hopefully get into some bass at some point. But if not, I tell you what, we're going to have a blast with these sheephead today. And if you haven't been out lately, folks, you need to really get out there and get a line wet. Our summers are short. You get a beautiful day, get on out there and enjoy it like Antonio and I are doing today. And I want to thank you for spending time with us on today's episode of Thundermist Fishing Tips. And as always, folks, until next time, good luck and good fishing. The sheephead bite is on.